Okay, video time. Last video, the one basic premise of what I'm gonna record today, privated because it was poorly made. So this one's just gonna be oh, excuse me. This one's just gonna be a remaster of that. I'll be playing Run 3 for the PC. I've already, I think, I completed this game. So I'm just gonna play from the beginning, and hopefully it'll provide good enough footage so I can just talk over it without having to worry too much about the game. And I hope that this one doesn't end up like 2 hours long, because it takes forever to upload. Okay, so let's just go to Galaxy map and okay. So let's just unscripted. So sorry, I get lost sometime. But where should I start? Oh yeah, if it's remastered, the last video, the last video I meant. Then crushes. Okay, so well, let's follow the basics. I'll be I base a lot of my advice off Alec Grevin's How to Talk to Girls. I died. It's a really good book. It was made in like I think 2008 by like a kid, and he's like a full grown adult now. But like he's really a really good author at that age. I don't know if he writes any more books, but this one is the one I got in like fourth grade, and it's really good. Okay, so I'll base my advice off of this book. Obviously, not directly from, but just like how I format it. So just get the truth off the bat. Oh shoot! Oh, okay. I got it locked in. Focus on the video and the game at the same time. Okay, so how should you pick who you have a crush on? I mean, it seems pretty natural, right? But sometimes there might be one or more than one girl, and you can't decide. Um, I'd recommend not going after both of them at the same time. It's okay you find them both attractive, but don't try to actively pursue both at once. Because as Alec Grevin, I'm quoting him from the book, you'll end up with a lot of jealousy issues. Because if you don't get one, you're it takes a long time to recover, from fumbling. And I'll get to that after this part. But yeah, if you don't pick two or more than that, just really just go with one. And that's really all you need. Yeah, you don't need the entirety of every girl you know liking you. You don't need that. Okay, you just need the one. It's good enough. But about fumbling, okay. So this is an important part. Um, it is a canon event, I think, to most dudes to fumble at least once in their life, and there's no like escaping that. You you just have to learn from it. You oh, you just gotta learn from fumbling. Fumbling your first one, your first crush. I mean, the first time you fumble a crush. I mean, yeah, that's canon. It's gonna happen. And if it doesn't happen, you consider yourself one of the lucky few. Man. But you just have to learn to accept that. Yeah, you just have to learn to accept, and you just move. Like Aaron Yeager, keep moving forward. So you just gotta keep moving forward. But you can use the Hold up, I don't know. Probably can't cut this part out if I'm not lazy. Okay, audio's picking up. Um, you can learn uh, from fumbles. Like for me, I've learned from my how many is there? Two, three. Yeah, I don't remember. But like you can learn from your fumbles. And speaking of, okay, here. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's get to the main part. um, what to do? How do you bag it? How do you win victory? Well, let's start with your physical appearance. Now, this shouldn't should it varies, but what I've seen, it matters on a medium level. If you look good, that's great. It's gonna add like 10 points. If you don't look great, yeah, I don't. Now that I think about it, looks kind of do matter. Like, even you have like a great personality, it really, yeah, the looks kind of, it's like the cherry on top. But if you don't look good, don't worry about it. I'm sure that it's subjective. I think, yeah, it's subjective. I'm sure there are people out there, and I'm talking on guys' behalf. I can't talk on girls. But I'm sure there's a chick out there who likes it. I mean, the girl I like is conventionally not that attractive. So like, yeah, don't worry too much about it. Unless you're like really like, I don't want to come off as rude, but if you're gonna look like Gorlock or like the orcs from Lord of the Rings, join the Marine Corps and just yeah, just play the rest of the game solo. But physical appearance, it can be helped. Get exercise. Don't ask fitness advice from me, because I usually just do core cardio and like once in every week arm day. I'm kind of built like the colossal titan, you know. Now that I think about it, yeah, I'm built like the colossal titan, Armin's colossal titan. Oh, spoiler! I'm sure no one cares at this point. Everyone knows Attack on Titan. But L, if someone got spoiled by me saying that. But yeah, just get good exercise. Also for physical appearance, also add physical like hygiene to it. Brush your teeth twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, and take a shower. By God, please just take a shower in the morning or in the night or twice. If you're like me, you can do it twice, once in the morning, once at night. But yeah, please don't be like one of those weekly shower people. And like, it's kind of excusable if it's like once every like other day. Only if you're not active. If you're active like a normal person, like, then yeah, it's supposed to be a daily. But you're not that active, it's kind of excusable if you do it every like every other day or so. Fit, you gotta watch for your fit as well. If you're like into hoodies, it's that's the default fit for nowadays. But for hoodies, don't wear your don't wear your hood over your head for as like your main appearance, because that just comes off as like, I don't know how to put it. It just, for me, like, people who do that, like, I just see them as a bit closed off, weaker. Like, not in the sense like physical, like just like weaker in confidence. So yeah, just don't put your hood up that much, and also your hair, show it. If you have good hair, then yeah, it's gonna help. But you don't have good hair, it's still, just show it. Don't cover it with a hood or anything, because I don't know. For me, it just looks. I can't say much on how like girls see it, but for me, yeah, I don't think it looks that good. Like with a hood on as your main appearance. You can still wear a hood like over your head, but like just don't wear it less like every single second. And um, if you're like scrawny, like if you're like skinny, colossal titan, but without the thick legs part, don't wear those. What were they called? What, they're not. They're like sweatpants. Yeah, don't wear sweatpants if you don't have if you have skinny legs. I'm trying to think of those like, I don't know, those like Slavic basketball long pants. You know what I mean? Like the ones that that you see on the Russian basketball players when they're not on the field. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, don't wear those. No, don't wear those if you're skinny, because it just, and yeah, skinny jeans as well, because it just emphasizes on the skinniness, and you don't want that. You want to be well built. You don't want to be too skinny, and you don't want to be too big back. I would be well built. Like look at Zeke Yeager or Aaron Yeager. Those two guys, yeah, yeah. You kind of want to aim for that. Not fully, because like it's kind of, yeah, it's anime logic. You're not gonna be buff in like 6 months. But like aim to look kind of like those guys. Cause that's like the definition of well built. And if you have like a belly that's like pops out, like if your core isn't that good and your belly like kind of pops out, it's sticking more outwards than the rest of your torso. Don't do not embrace that, because it gives you a really weird look. Like try to suck it in a bit. Don't like suck it in all the way. Just like tuck it in a bit. Don't let your belly just hang out like that. It looks really weird. Especially if you're not like already a big back. If you're like skinny and have that type of belly, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Just tuck it in a bit. And oh yeah, also keep a good posture. I'm trying to like do this as well, so like I'm on the same boat. But keep a good posture. My advice is just lift your chest up and don't like, I'm trying to demonstrate how. Don't be looking forward like all the way all the time, you know. Just like put your chest up. Kind of where like you're trying to show off your chest, but like not really. You're like it will feel like that, but it looks natural. It'll fix your posture to a natural one, and you just gotta keep doing that till you get used to it. Cause if you have a bad posture, yeah, that's a bit of a turnoff. Yeah, just walk with confidence as well. Don't walk like with your legs like all together. You know, arms barely swinging, head looking down. That's gonna result in bad posture. But just walk, head up, chest forward, and arms swinging, legs normal movement, and that's good. Um, hair, yeah, I don't know much for hairstyle, but everyone has a unique hairstyle, and I haven't seen any truly bad ones. But don't cover your hair up, okay? You show it off, or if you don't want to show off your hair, you can wear a hat. You know that can make for a cool look. It's just anything's better than putting a hood over it, in my opinion. You know, while I'm at it, I'm gonna, yeah, physical attributes as well, because this is all just like physical stuff, like your outward appearance and how you people see and hear you. Okay, so for the voice, you don't want to fake a deep voice. Like you don't want to go up to your crush and sound like, "Alright, I'm Batman." I don't know, that was a good impression, but yeah, you don't want to fake your voice, like make it like deeper than it is, because well, that's first of all, that's like kind of a masquerade, you know, like, and like if you slip up, then she's gonna just get the ick. Like, why does this guy change his voice around me? Um, your voice, it should be okay actually, unless you have like a really nasally voice or like a really high pitched voice, like like imagine the stereotypical nerdy voice. Like if you have one of those, I think you can change it. The nasally part, the pitch part, I don't think you can change that much. But the nasally part, I think you can change. Yeah, don't ever get like a too much of a nasally voice, like the stuffy nose, where like the one that Craig has in South Park. Yeah, don't get a voice like that, because people might not address it because they don't want to be rude, but it doesn't make for a good pool. You catch my drift. Yeah, it doesn't make for good pulling. Um, make sure. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Make sure you smile a lot, okay? You like how always have like a frowny expression on you, or like a neutral expression. Yeah, it's not gonna work, man. Like try to smile. It'll make you seem more confident. It's not like you always have to smile, but like it should be your default face, like just like a light smile. It makes really good. But I think that's all we need to cover for physical attributes. All right. Oh yeah. Height. Don't worry about that too much. Um. Yeah, don't worry about that too much. From my experience, height shouldn't matter that much at all. So yeah, but what you have to do, what your brain has to do, what your mouth has to say. Okay, let's say we have two scenarios here. I'm gonna talk about the one that I have least experience with, and then end with the one I have most. Let's say you saw this. I'm appealing to my demographic. Let's say you saw this like your classmate at school, right? Shoot, I better use. Hold up. So you call her classmate, right? And then you're like, oh look, she's pretty cute. And you're like, hold up, maybe this is more than just I finding her cute, and maybe I want like something more. What I recommend is befriending her before you start making moves. Yeah, that's really what you have to do. So like, if you don't, shit, I'm an extrovert, so I don't know how shy people and introverts work, but you just gotta go up to her, and the strategy that I usually use is to talk about classwork. Like, oh, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, I need to drink water real quick. Sorry. Oh man, it's been a long time since I played this game. I do not remember how motion sick it made me. But yeah, you can go up to her and talk about like classwork or like something related to the class that you guys are in. Like, oh, Miss Teacher, this homework. You have answers, and then obviously people want to be helpful, so yeah, okay, yeah, the answers are here. Like, oh no, I don't have the answers. Do you? And then from there, you can like diverge into small talk, but make it natural. Like here, I'll simulate a short conversation. Like, oh hey, um, hey Alice, uh, Miss Morella from everybody. Everybody, it's Chris. Miss Morella's homework is so difficult. You got any answers yet? You're like, oh no, or like, oh yeah, I have an answer. Like, can you help me? Yeah, you can like say that, and then i if she's kind of interested, not like romantically, you're like interested in helping you, that she can help you, and then from there, once she's helping you, be like, um, so what do you do? What's your next period? Yeah, that's usually a good starter. So what's your next period? Keep it casual. Don't like make your tone all like uh anxious. Just keep it casual. So what's your next period? You're like, oh, I have next period is English. Um, if you have that with her, you're like, oh, yeah. Oh wait, yeah, if you have it with her, you wouldn't be asking. You don't have her, like, okay, okay, yeah, I have science next period, and then from there, really, I can't say much because the dialogue that you have with her will depend on will depend on how you talk to her in the first place. So I can't speak much on what happens after that, but just keep on continuing, and if you just keep on doing that, it should diverge into you guys. I mean, it should evolve into you guys like start hanging out and like becoming friends, and then from there, that moves you on to the second scenario where you and your crush are already friends. Um, well, shoot. Really, all you need to do is just hang out with her. Be a good friend, and try to pick up signs and give her signs. And from there, it's just a ticking clock to success. Don't really gotta do much unless problems arise, which I'll talk about that later. But yeah, from that stage, just do what you do with your homies, but like just a bit more flirtative. I don't know if that's a word. A bit less. How to say it? A bit less. I don't like using this word. Platonic. Yeah, I don't like using it, but I think that's the only way to say it. Oh shoot, I cannot get past. What is achievement? Okay, yeah, but like, just gotta be a good friend, and then slowly that should evolve into like her liking you, or it not guaranteed. I'm saying not guaranteed at all, but it's a good strategy. It's a good plan. But yeah, but what if like problems arise? Like here, I'll describe some frequent problems that might occur. Wait, when you're crushing. Yeah. Um. So, well, the most major part, at least what I've seen, is uh your relationship in itself. It's not gonna be perfect. Like you're not gonna have a chance. You're not gonna have lucky days every day. Like lucky day, like you're walking with her to class, or you're walking her to class, or you get to like talk to her for the majority of a class period. Things like that. And you text like after school, like almost to like the end of the day. That when that occurs, you have to make the most of it, cause who knows when the next one comes by. Usually, it's like for me, I think half a month to a full month is how often that occurs. So based on that, I think you just have to do the most that you can with any opportunity, really. It's just if it's like a bad day, you just have to take any opportunity you can. She she's alone. You talk to her, and if she talks back, like if she feels like talking back to you, talking back, talking with you, and continue. Just take full advantage of that, and you'll be set. But yeah, problems also arise when there's competition. That's also a major one. I'm pretty sure this is bound to happen with almost every crush that you'll get, because there's no way that you're the only one that finds her attractive, unless your taste is like exquisite. Competition is easy to deal with, really easy to deal with, if you know what you're doing. So usually the strategy is just to one up the guy. If he walks her to class, you try to walk her to class as well after him. And it's okay if like he gets walk her to class, walk with her, all that stuff, talk to her and all that for more than you can, or even like one day where like you can't do it at all and he gets to do it. It's fine. That's just it's not your time yet. All right, just call it a bravo and then just wait for your turn. It'll come. Don't worry about it. But some advantages you can have is if you know that he doesn't have her number, or like he does but like, he doesn't talk to her after school that much over text, then you can like one up him by just like talking to her after school and all that. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. And competition, there's two approaches you can take to dealing with it. There's like the what I talked about. Just do whatever he doesn't do or what he can't do, or like do whatever he does but better. That's like the good guy approach. If you're like really unempathetic, I if you're like light Yagami with how um there are some things you can do to like absolutely ruin your competition's chances. But keep in mind that you have to do it all in secret, because if anyone figures out, it's bound to reach your crush, and that the evil plan is gonna fail. But I can share you some strategies if you want to go down that path. Um, really, the most you can do without like actually like like being a really bad person is just use reverse psychology. When you're like around her, or when you see her around him, you can like say like, "Oh, you guys look so cute together," or or you can be like, "Oh, you guys would make a fine couple." Now, this strategy is very risky because if your crush and him both have mutual like for each other, then it'll just end up with you being the matchmaker and you ruining the chances for yourself. But most of the time, if she already likes your competition, then she makes it clear. At that point, it's better to just back off. If she's like real, if she really likes it. But in cases where like you think she doesn't, or like she actually doesn't, then you can do that. Cause it's I saw this in like a research once. Cause if he denies it, like he says that, oh no, I don't like her, then she's more likely to not like him, even if she previously did. It's really fascinating. I think it follows into like I don't know any psychology terms, but I think it falls into how like you agree with a person when like under certain circumstances, you just like automatically agree. So like when you like say that and like he denies that he likes her, then she'll be more likely to also like accept that. Oh yeah, no, we're never gonna be together. And this also falls into what you shouldn't do. You should you should avoid saying like I don't like you to your crush, because that will just put the idea that you guys won't be together in her mind, even if she already liked you, like hypothetically. You just flat out rejected her, like practically. So yeah, try your best to like avoid denying it. You can like dodge it, like dodge questions about it, like you can like laugh it off or like ignore it, but don't say like no, especially in front of her face. Don't say no. And also don't be like, oh, we would never date. No, 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 no. You might think that it's a good strategy, but it's better to just ignore it, dodge it, the questions, than to just flat out lie. Cause yeah, lying, yeah, that's bad. Don't lie about your feelings for her. Hold on. Unscripted is always such a mess. I never have a script in the first place, but wait, what is this? What the? What? What? I never knew that existed. Um, wait, what? Hold up. Wait. The crackhead? Oh, the crackpot. Oh, what the? I don't remember this part of the game. Did I Okay. Okay, never mind that. I'm supposed to be talking about closers. Also never back down easily. Like you can see a situation where like your competition is winning, but like it's not over yet. Like you still have things to do. That don't don't give up. Don't call a bravo yet. You, if you can see like what you can do to one up him, do that. Don't avoid it. But yeah, competition is really easy to deal with if you know what you're doing. And if you're if you're evil, you can use a strategy of turning them against each other, but don't use it if you are a good person, because you want to win that naturally and fairly. Anyways, what you should do, I'll give some advice, like when you're interacting with her. Don't show her too much physical affection, like getting all touchy. Like it might seem like a big victory if you can do it, but it gets to a point where it just gets a bit weird. Like she might like not do anything about it out of like because she doesn't want to be rude to you. I'm sure sometimes like like she likes it, but like it will get to a point where you just have to like set up boundary for yourself and her. Really, I think it's better to connect with her through talking more than like getting all touchy. Cause you're not dating, first of all. So like it's kind of weird unless she also likes you back, which at that point victory should be like a few months away. If I'm guessing. But yeah, no, if you're trying to get her to like you, then you should try to connect with her through like talking, like getting to know her. Yeah, getting to know her is really the best way to do it. Ask about and when you're trying to converse with her, don't make it all like you questioning. Like let's put like it in a text. If your last I'll give like max. If your last 6 messages to her were questions, then it'll start feeling more like a job interview than a natural conversation. So just keep that in mind. Try to go back and forth. Like you ask a question, she answers, you reply, and she says something back, and you just really have to wait for her to ask the question. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, for her to ask a question to keep it natural. And if she shows that she doesn't want to talk too much or like continue a conversation, respect that. Because it'll be worse if you just like try to push it, like push the conversation, push the interaction when she doesn't like it. And speaking of those type of times, when she's in discomfort, you should try to like help. Like if she's like having like feeling down, you can go up to her, ask her what's going on, like and like help. And hey, if she accepts that, then you're on a good path, and it's beneficial for both of you. Both of you get to bond with each other, and she gets someone to help. So it's a win-win. Let's see what else. Gifts. I don't know too much about gifts. Gifts to me are like only appropriate on birthdays, and if Valentine's Day comes around, usually better to do anonymously. Because for birthdays, it's a natural thing. Like she wouldn't question you. If you're scared that like if your crush finds out that you like her too early on, then like yeah, you can avoid giving gifts, but Giving gifts shouldn't. Oh, what the? This level's strange. Giving gifts shouldn't be that big of a deal. You can give her like a stuffed animal, coins, really anything. Yeah, really anything could work. Don't go like all out though. Like don't buy her like luxury brand French perfume because you're trying to keep your money for like all the next birthday, so you're gonna have to give gifts or yeah. Don't go all out. Just like make it be casual with it. And yeah, definitely try to keep it. Definitely try to keep it like communicating with her even after like school or like public area. Cause if you only know her in like during school and like there's you have no communication after that, then it's gonna start to get like boring, and it's gonna like not help your chances. Try to keep it going out of school as well. And hey, if you meet her in public, that's a blessing. You can go like hang out with her, or you don't have enough time. You can just have like a bit of small talk, which is still good. But yeah, keep a good friendship is basically what I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, if you're not, you can't get with her without knowing her first. So just keep that in mind. We'll see what else. Um. Hmm. Uh, um. Keep yourself managed. Like if you. Oh. Hold on. Deja vu. Did I do it? Wait. What? Oh. I don't know what's going on in this game. But if you see her like walking with another guy or talking with another guy, don't get jealous, because that's gonna like start bringing you down. And yeah, don't. It's okay to be a bit, but like don't go all out like Aaron Yeager levels of rage. Because just gotta wait your turn. It's not your turn yet. Just gotta wait. But also don't get too prideful. Like, if it's one of those lucky days or lucky weeks, take advantage, but don't like get all too prideful, like thinking you're on top of the world and like all that. Keep pride at a minimum. Because I don't know how to explain it, but the more prideful you get, the less lucky days, less opportunities you're gonna get to bag. So you just keep that in mind. Um, Trying to think what else to say really. Oh man, this video, I realized like my original one was so much longer, mainly because I told like some stories. Well, I don't think stories are applicable in this one. Um, and oh yeah, you just have to learn how to accept a Castle Bravo. Let go. Like for me, it was my last one, the one before the crush before the one I have right now. I stopped liking her in like what late January of this year because well too much competition and yeah a lot of competition. Like it was so tiring having to one up every single guy that was trying to go after as well. And also I don't know. The chemistry just kind of got lost. I still like find her like attractive, and we're still friends, but I'm not actively trying to pursue her anymore. Yeah, just it's really up to your choice when the liking stops, but know when it should stop. Yeah, you just have to know. And also, oh yeah, always, always, always be on the good side of her, like of your crushes, like friends and family. I'll start with friends. I'm chill with all of her friends. The people, the friends who like hate me or just playfully doing it. They don't actually, cause I have no enemies. So you don't want to be on her bad side, cause if you're actually on her bad side, then her friends will try to keep her away from you. Especially if it's like guy friends. It doesn't even have to be like he likes her. It's just I don't know. It's like a natural sensation. But yeah, try to get on the good side of her friends. And her family also, yeah. Get on the good side of her family. Yeah, you meet like her mom or her dad. Try to chit chat with them a bit. Present yourself. Uh, well. If you meet her siblings, also present herself well. She has an if she has an older sibling, like an older brother or sister, yeah, cause they're the ones. They're like kind of like a second parent figure. So present yourself well, but the little siblings, present yourself as if you could step in as an older sibling. Like if your crush has a younger sibling, you can you, and you meet them. Present yourself as like, look, I can be an older brother to you, uh, and they'll start liking you. Just befriend your closest siblings, and it'll be good for you. And also, when you're competing against competition, don't make it obvious to the competition that you're also in the world championship to get your crush. Because the more obvious you make it, the more your competition will try to one up you. It's place yourself in their shoes, in the enemy's shoes, and just base what you do off of that new perspective, that simulated perspective. But yeah, um, is that it? Oh yeah, teachers can be helpful in getting you closer to victory day, you know. But sometimes they can be real ops. Most of the times when they make problems, it's unintentional, like seating charts. If they place you like on the opposite end of the room to your crush, like you have no opportunity to go talk with her, or like place your competition really near your crush. You just gotta accept it. And sometimes you like if your teacher like is like more human like, you can like show like signs of dissatisfaction, and the teacher will be like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't like this new seat. And if you're comfortable, like you can like tell your teacher like, hey, I like this person, can you place me by them? And if your teacher like if you're on your teacher's good side, then they'll probably place you by it. Yeah, seeing chart can be a bit of a gamble, but when it's good, it's good. I can't really find any more things to talk about, so I might end the video here. And also getting a massive headache right now because I'm not used to 3D games at all. But yeah, hopefully you take my advice and be better at bagging the game, and take your crush to McDonald's. McNuggets are really good. Not as good as In and Out though. All right, bye.